Hey guys, we're gonna change almost every single light on the exterior, and I mean the whole casing and everything, not just bulbs, on the 2016 GT350 build. That's the back tail lights. These are gonna go to the white Euros, and you'll see why when we get the full theme done on this car. Sam's actually filming putting the new gigantic wing on today, so that video is on the channel as well. We're gonna change these little markers out down here to black. So those are gonna look better. It's gonna go with the overall theme. Let me take you up front real quick. Biggest change will be these headlights. They're gonna have an LED runner in them. I think they look awesome. We didn't look for like the most reliable, best reviewed light. We looked for the best looking light. We hope it seals up. If it doesn't, we'll seal it up ourselves. And then we've also got a black turn signal light down here. It's gonna go with the theme of this car just right. We should be naming it soon because we've almost got all this cosmetic stuff done. I'm not going to do a full how-to on these. I will show some of the highs and lows of that as we go on with them. We'll show you those lights on the car in this video in just a few minutes. All right, I told you when we started this video of installing these lights that I'd share the highlights and the low lights. I have to take this bolt off to get this bumper out behind this right here, but where it's at is about impossible to get out without like a pneumatic ratchet wrench or something. So we'll be going and buying one of those battery powered before I do the bolt on the other side. But I would say this is definitely the low point. Bumper has to come off to be able to change the fog lights and the headlights.
Like, yeah, and you got baby hands too.
I got small hands, see? But getting up in here and then having you got about this much click, if that. It don't even go a full click. So I might have to get a better ratchet.
You know, I could give you my ratchet that's that size that has like twice as many clicks per motion. I've got it somewhere.
I'm not taking the easy way out. I'm just going to finish this one with this ratchet. Sam is removing the factory tail lights. Pretty much all Mustangs are the same, 2015 and up, I believe, or 16 and up, even on the 350 and the 500. This is the Euro that will go on. It's not Euro smoked. I like white with avalanche. So I think this is gonna be pretty cherry when we get these on back here. Oh, that's clean. No, that's clean. Yeah, it's clean, dog. I had trouble getting the bumper all the way off. It's pop riveted on, but I wanted to show you the factory tail light. You see all the chrome in there. This thing's got a lot of scuffs in it and it's ghosted up pretty bad. And then this is my aftermarket. I think it's Spec D. This all obviously lights up, looks really cool, and then there's no chrome in there. It's all black, so it's gonna look mean, really dark, give it a different look too. Sam has spotted these Euros in, but he's actually installing a bracket. That's a part of a big wing install we're doing. That's a separate video. We're having to do all this at one time because once you put these lights in, you'd have to take, I guess, the light out to be able to put this on. Like, there's just all kinds of stuff going on here, but this bracket actually bolts into the body here, and the wing has so much downforce that actually we had to drill new holes through the trunk. There's all these plates, but we'll have some bumpers here and it'll be able to push down on this really thick piece of aluminum and
help support that.
Won't crush the tail light.
How many pounds of downforce is that?
I think it's 1 million. We'll say it in that other video, but yeah, I think it's close to 2 million or 3 million pounds of downforce.
It's more than 1,000, and I think it's less than 2,000, but it's a lot of weight that this truck's got to hold.
It's got to support quite a bit. It's gonna get abused. So with Sam's help, we finally got this bad boy out. Not even gonna begin to say how you do it. You basically pop a bunch of clips out, take a bunch of screws out. If this was laying down on a table, it would be much easier. If we had got our lift all the way put together and could have taken it off from underneath, that would have been great. But you can, I guess from watching some other videos, you could take that belly pan off from the bumper where it goes back on the 350, and this would have came off very easily. But I want to show you, I've got a Celatec markers now. They actually have like an LED strip in them up top that shows up in white and orange, and here's your comparison of the two. So you got your, your classic, I guess metal looking reflector with your beveled plastic versus just a solid black piece that'll actually light up really bright. And the reason I chose them is because this LED bar that lights up kind of matches up with this. So I think it'll be very cohesive and go great with the Euros. I'm going to try to get one side in here and be able to show you, even if it's not lit up, the difference in this side and then the factory side, so you can see the look. We've got the fog light, or I guess turn signal, in now. We got the boss here helping out today. Dayton, don't use that arm. He's got a ulnar collateral ligament sprain, so he's out of baseball for a few days. Say hey to him, Dayton.
Hey, I was doing the wrong one.
Do what?
I was doing the dang wrong one.
He's doing the wrong bolt?
Yeah.
I got him in here helping tighten everything back up. And just a little, I guess not pro tip, but if you're not a pro like me, I haven't undone the other side yet, so I was able to look at it to know where to put everything back, because I had like 4711 bolts over here to go back in, and I was able, and there were like 4 different types, so I was able to look over there and know exactly what needed to go in over here. But with his help, should have this done really quick. I've got the passenger side all the way in. I'm not going to clip that bumper, you know, back up and on yet, because I've got to do the other side, but I wanted to show you lights off and lights on so that you can kind of see them same. And let's flip the lights on. Dealing with some pretty good wind here today, so we're keeping the door down, but with them on, you can see that runner looks really mean. It'll look a lot meaner at night compared to the factory look. I'll back out here for you in the rain. Yeah, baby. First time on the new lift. Hey, why didn't we put your truck up here first?
So I wanted to put something of yours on here first.
Don't pay attention to that wing. It's not for this video. It's for a different video. Lights are looking svet. That's a cool word if you didn't know it. We're gonna change these little side markers out from, well, we probably can't even do it on the lift, but we do have to button some stuff up in the front underneath, and then we'll show you what the new lights look like. It would have been a lot easier to be able to do this light install for taking the whole bumper off and doing those front, they're not fogs on the GT350, but those turn signals, they were very hard to do down in here where you couldn't really see what was going on. So we should have had that bumper off. If we'd had this lift, we would have done it, but I just got a little lazy. When this vehicle was at Fat House Fabrication getting the Whipple, we actually upgraded it and put in a rear diff cooler and a trans cooler. So that whole system is up front, blocks being able to do this job very easily without that front bumper actually coming off. But they use pop rivets to put some of the stuff back on. It does hold better, but it did make the job a lot harder. We should have took the whole belly pan and front bumper off to be able to do this. It would have made it a lot simpler to do it on a bench. But we're going to show you these lights now. I think they're awesome. I think it's a total change. Just a few minutes ago, we got the back corner markers done. You do see the wing on here. We're not going to talk in depth about that in this video. We just kind of had like 10 things going on in this car at one time to get finished up. I love having this lift to be able to work on. We did not get a 2-post, we got a 4-post. We can move this thing all around the garage with some casters that are over there on that bottom shelf. The drain being in the middle keeps us from being able to put a 2-post in the way we would want, because it does slope. These lights back here in the back are now LED and blacked out. We'll put part description down in the description so you can click on those links and find those lights.
So when you open the doors with the new headlights, this is what you get. And I don't know how that's coming across on camera for you guys. Looks pretty awesome in person. It's LED. I'm hoping that's gonna work out for our video. These new headlights, man, I mean, it just changed this front end completely. Didn't plug it back in. So when you switch out your tails, you gotta plug it back in when you're done. Let's let's try this again, guys. We got both tail lights working now. My bad. You're getting a little sneak peek of the wing, and if you're smart, you already know what we're gonna name this thing, but let's check it out.
This is the look I was going for. The GT350 stayed with the old light platform, so it's just a little bit outdated. This is more modern than your, I guess, 2017, 2018 and up light. Down here, when this thing's on, it's great. It gives you a runner. Instead of an orange lit up light, it gives you the white light. When you float the turn signal on, I'll show it to you real quick just so you can see it all together. Just a whole lot more modern for our modern road race car. The little rear marker gets overlooked quite a bit when you're doing a full light upgrade. These aren't very expensive. Like I mentioned, they'll be linked down in the description. But this gives you an LED light, which definitely brings it up to speed with everything else, but it's blacked out when the car's off. And I think that's what this thing needed. Not that we're trying to strip it of red, but it needed to have the blackout look when it's setting. Back here, guys, this looks very stock when the lights are on, but I'm gonna cut them off and we'll take you right back around and show you everything blacked out. But back here it's whited out. I love the look of white with avalanche gray. What do you think about these lights? Let us know down in the comments.
So back here in the back, you can see that these are they're clear and they almost match that avalanche perfectly. Always love this color combination, especially on an avalanche car. Brad was thinking about those smoked ones and I was like, nope, on avalanche, you gotta have these. We've got one more thing back here we're gonna work on. You got this reverse light. It's just regular right now, but we're thinking about doing some type of rain light back here, GT3 style, whatever. We'll figure that part out. It's always a work in progress, guys. Let's watch this thing roll down the road now.